Okay, so you have been accepted to join Cambly. How exciting. Now you are going to go into your tutor profile, which hopefully you bookmarked so that you don't have to toggle between the student and the tutor profile all the time. And once you go into this, it is going to ask for a technological test. Basically, it's going to test your camera and it's going to test your headphones. If you can see yourself in the camera, then you are going to check all the boxes and say OK. It will take you to your Cambly profile, and here it will say visible or invisible. If you toggle it to say visible, this means that prospective students can see you. Cambly automatically gives you a 4.86 rating and also says that you are a new talent. As far as I know, it highlights you as new talent for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. This allows you to get a lot of students, and students will see your profile first before seeing other profiles. Now, what you need to do is be available. So by pressing visible, now students can see you and they can call you. Another option is to go into priority hours and set priority hours, saying that you will be close to your laptop and available to answer calls for that hour. These priority hours also allow you to be seen by more students. And if you don't get any calls within this hour, Cambly will pay you for at least 15 minutes, which is great. But that is yet to happen to me yet because there are many students that want to learn English, especially at the moment. All right, so you're visible and it says you are a new talent and you have a rating of 4.86 and students are calling. So now you can answer your calls. If you are on a priority hour, you must answer the calls. If you don't, your rating will go down, which is not good because then students will choose other teachers over you. If you are just visible, you don't have to accept all calls. When you accept a call, your student will be excited to see you. Some of them will be trying out the platform for the first time, and they get 15 minutes for free. It is free for them, but you still get paid for these trial students. Usually their English level is very low, so you need to speak very slowly and introduce yourself. One of the most common ways to start a conversation on Cambly, which I do myself, is I go, "Hello, my name is Caitlin. What's your name?" "Ah, nice to meet you. Where are you from?" And then I continue in that way. If their English level is very low, you can always use some props, like some shapes or colors. Maybe you can help them to learn to count in English or learn the days of the week. If their English level is a bit higher, then you can have more of a conversation. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time? What job do you do? Tell me about your family. All things like that. All right, so you've got these trial students calling you all the time, which is wonderful. If you find you really enjoy the conversation and you would like to continue with them, you can send them a message. You can go to history and you will see the last student that you spoke to. You will actually see a list of all the students you have spoken to. And you can click on them and go to message and message them. Something that I usually do is I say, "Oh, I had a wonderful time chatting to you today. If you would like to continue with me again, then please make a reservation. Have a wonderful day." And Cambly allows you to share your schedule. So under your message on the left, you will see share schedule, and it will share your schedule with your student, with this student, so they can make a reservation. Now, one last thing I want to explain to you is there are a couple of different kinds of classes that you can have. One of them is purely conversation. I have a few regular students who just call me to chat. They just want to chat in English. They may want to be corrected after every mistake, or they don't want to be corrected all the time. They just want to practice speaking. And you can see that in their profile. It will say their preferences. A lot of students also apply for the Cambly program. And here there are certain slides that they can choose, which would be beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And when they come on the screen, you will see their picture and then you will see the slide next to them. And this is the slide that they have chosen and that they want to do with you. So usually I will chat to them. I will say, especially if they're a new student, I will say, hi, how are you? Where are you from? And I'll say, I see you want to do these slides today. And they will say yes. And I will say, okay, great. And then I will begin going through the slides with them. They're very, very simple slides, and I actually really love them. It's basically just conversation pointers and helping the students to learn sentence structure. So for example, the first topic is food, and it will say, what is your favorite food? Do you like to cook it or do you like to buy it? And then it will give some vocabulary, and then it will start asking questions, and you can ask the student these questions, they can ask you these questions, and each time you can correct them if they are making a mistake. In the right-hand side of the classroom, you will also see a chat box, and there you can type in any corrections. You can also change the lesson there, and you can see next to the chat box, there is an option where it says material, and you can change the lesson if you feel like it is too easy, or maybe sometimes it's happened before where I've done that lesson with them previously, and they say, oh no, we did that lesson last time. I'll say, okay, let's go on to the next one, and I can go in there and change it myself. One more thing, I also have students calling me for random things that they need help with. I've had a lady who called me because she had a presentation that was due the next day, and she had to do it in English, and she just wanted to practice her presentation and have me correct any mistakes. I also had a lady who called who needed help writing an English email. So all these things are an option for students. They can call you and ask you for help with their school homework, anything like that. They may also find an article themselves and say, I would really like to do this article I found online, and then they can send you the link and you can open this article and you can do it together. There is a share screen option on Cambly. So on the left-hand side, the bottom left corner, you can have a look at those options, and one will say share screen, and you can share your internet screen with them. So this is great if you want to do an article, or even just for talking points. Sometimes I say, I'm from South Africa, and they don't know where that is, so I can share my screen and I can Google South Africa map, and I can show them where I'm from. This is great as well because it keeps things interesting, and having visual input is really important when you're learning as well. Okay, so I think I covered most of the important things about working for Cambly. I hope that this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to message me. I'm happy to help. I don't get paid for doing this at all, but I do get a referral bonus. So that is the only perk for me. Honestly, I do this because I really love working for this company, and I know how difficult it is looking for a teaching job. With Cambly, you are earning just over $10 per hour, and it is really worth it, I would say, because you don't have to prepare for lessons, you don't have to write any reviews after a lesson, and most of the time you just end up sitting and chatting to people from all around the world about some interesting cultural things. So for me it is totally worth it, and I really enjoy it, and that's why I want to share this with you.